pop inside?
Thank you.
No pop inside?
Yes, please. Hey guys. Hey y'all. I know I'm running a little late tonight, but we took our grandsons out to dinner, and running a little late tonight. Turn the volume down on that. Sorry, we got a back feed again. We're trying to get ready. We're getting ready. So this is my grandson Lane, and he's fuzzing his transfer right now. And if you remember, what we do is we fuzz this. These are really sticky. So what we have to do is we have to put a little bit of fuzz on the back of it so that it doesn't stick to our surface. And the surface that we're using tonight is this wooden sign right here, the small wooden sign. And I've already waxed it with some clear wax polish so that our transfer doesn't stick to it as well. So he's going to go ahead and get that centered on there. Oops, sorry, babe. Didn't mean to scratch you.
Alright.
I'm trying to get his paste right. The color that we've chosen for this project is called Morning Sky. And the transfer that we've chosen is I Love You Dearly. You're good, baby. As long as you got... this is his first time chalking. Y'all saw my other grandson Hunter last night. So this is Lane's first time chalking as well. So all you have to do is just make sure when you put this down, you're not necessarily worried about the green part. It's just this clear part where the mesh is. Uh-oh, it didn't even stick, did it? Wow. I guess we waxed it and fuzzed it good. So all you have to do is just make sure that where the mesh is in the center here, this is not sticking at all to this. So what we're going to do is I'm going to hold it down. Because we're having a hard time getting this to stick to this surface, I'm actually going to hold this down for him to make sure that he doesn't generate any air bubbles. We don't want air bubbles. Normally we would just take our finger and rub through that like we did on your shirt earlier. A lot of the grandkids got to make shirts today. So yep, we're going to use that, and you'll do it the same way you did the ink today on your shirt. It's just that this is a lot thicker than that ink is, so it doesn't necessarily like go as smooth. You know what I'm saying? So this is actual Chalkology chalk paste, and it goes on like paint, but it dries like chalk. And this is actually a new jar that we're using, so we've had to add some distilled water. And we use distilled water so that we don't create any kind of mold in our jar, because we don't want to waste our paste. But then you have to stir it up really good and get it to like a yogurt or cake batter consistency. I think we're good. Alright, so what you want to do is just make sure that you go just a little bit over your line onto your green. You know, and now if you get it here, don't worry about it, because it's not ink. It's not permanent, okay? So you don't have to worry about it. So I'm going to go ahead and let him start chalking. And I'll just hold down the sign to make sure it doesn't slide on him. He's got a little brother that's on the way. And so this gift that he's doing right now is for his new little brother's nursery. He's being the awesome big brother. You did good, baby. You even did good not using too much. Maybe get like right in there, because I'm just not really sure about that little part right there. Alright. You comfortable with that? Alright. I'm just going to give him just a little bit of help right here and just kind of smooth this part out for him just a little bit. But he's really good. He did a good job. All right, so then you can pull that up and do a reveal. Wow, that turned out good, didn't it? Now it's still wet, so don't touch it. It is still wet. Can you see this, guys? I'm gonna look on this phone. Show it. Last night I noticed that when we did, no, it's okay, babe. It's fine. There we go. I've got it's a little delay on there. But anyways, yep. So it says "I love you dearly," and it's got some deer antlers on there. Now, what we could do is we could use the heat dryer, and I guess we just will do that. We'll just let him use the heat dryer and dry it a little bit, just do like I did earlier today. How you saw me do it. And what we're going to do to make this a more permanent sign is we're going to spray some, don't touch it, don't actually touch it, okay? Is we're going to spray some polyurethane over it so that it can't just be like scratched or wiped off. It's probably good. Yep, it's good. And just like that, it's all nice and dry. So this is Lane's sign to his baby brother, what's it, Trit?
Trit, yes.
Trit. This is for baby Trit. All right, you can turn that off, baby. Thank you. Thank you. He's a little embarrassed being on Facebook, gotta tell you guys. He's just a little embarrassed. All right, so earlier today, like I said, my daughter came over, and with some of the grandkids, we made some shirts. The only shirt that isn't quite finished right now is Hunter's, because he wasn't here when we actually started it. So he's going to finish his up and show you how that works with our Chalk Couture ink. It's an actual permanent ink.
Wow.
Nope. We don't have to fuzz because you're actually putting it down on material. If you were using Chalk Couture and you didn't have a fuzzing cloth nearby, you can actually put it on your t-shirt. Just put it on your shirt and rub it on there, and that puts fuzz on it as well. So what we're doing is we're putting an ink mat up under here I don't know why I even said it like that. But we're putting it inside the shirt so that it separates the two sides, the front and the back. And Hunter decided to go with the tractor theme. And y'all, this is real life here. So, you know, we got kids and dogs and, you know, there could be, you know, and husbands snoring sometimes. And, you know, you just never know around here. So Hunter decided to stick with that tractor theme like he did last night on his sign. If you watched, he did our vintage tractor last night. If you didn't watch, be sure to go back and watch the replay on that. And y'all, we would really appreciate it if you could sprinkle a love and let your friends and family know that we're on. You never know when they might want to watch us too. Maybe they might be interested in what we're doing here. We're creating, people. We're creating. So this is our Chalk Couture ink, and we don't add water to the ink because it's not a paste. This is actual permanent ink. So you also want to be very careful with it too. So Hunter's going to place, like I said, he did the first part of his transfer earlier, and now he's going to place the second part over that to make the entire tractor. Okay, remember, let's see. See those things right there? They go in there. I think that would be a good way to make sure that you get it. I would put those things in there if I was you. That's how I would do it. Just trying to get it straight now. Just try and get it straight.
Is that good?
No, not at all. I know. Here, you want me to help you?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking, yeah, these go in here, okay? So, I think that's how we're gonna try, or does those go in there? Is that what that is? Is that how that is?
I'm pretty sure. Because everything else is lined up. Everything else is lined up.
This is not though. See that right there? That's not lined up right there.
I think it can go up a little bit.
Where? Here?
Like,
I think it needs to
here.
come. Where? What are you talking about? You
Like,
show me.
you can
Oh
see
yeah.
the lines.
Yeah, you can. Alright. The good thing about this is you can just play with it and keep moving it around until you get it the way you want it. You think that's good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I don't know. We can see those though. You see what I'm saying? Are we supposed to? I don't think we're supposed to see those. Hey, stop snoring. Alright, let's see.
This is hard.
It is a little like,
It's supposed to be
It's-
a little bit.
I don't know, it's weird. Lining things up like this is a little weird for me. I think that's good, right? I don't know. Alright, anybody got a really good, you should have good eyes, you got young eyes. Why can't you do this?
Right there.
Yeah, I think that's, listen,
That's the best we can do.
I don't think it's gonna be perfect. We are human, it's not gonna be perfect. So on the first part of the transfer, he chose the color pesto, which is a dark green. And for the rest of it, he has chosen black velvet is what this is. So here, I'll hold it so you don't, because look what happened earlier.
Look at me.
Yeah, that one down there was.
That was purple.
Now with the ink, what we learned earlier, because it earlier was our first time doing these, what we learned is you really do have to get that ink in there, into the transfer really, really good.
That didn't mean that was purple. That was purple.
Take that right there, that blotch, yeah. And I also learned with Lane's, It moved? The transfer actually moved?
I think so.
Oh no. Well, we might have messed it up, y'all. I'm not sure. It might not have been down. It might not have been sticking good enough. And if so, this is a lesson learned, y'all. And we are live, so you know this could happen. But with Lane's shirt earlier, I noticed that if you get like too much ink in one area, it kind of makes it a little blotchy. So you do want to make sure that you are smoothing it out. That's good. Yep. Good job. All right, and then get some more and move on. There you go. No, you're good. You're good. I would definitely recommend also holding down the transfer with one hand and working with the other, just because like we just think we saw, it looked like the transfer did move a little bit. While he's finishing up this, I have linked our Chalk Couture shop onto the top of the video. So if you see anything that we're doing here that you like, or if you just want to browse, then by all means, please click the link and take a look and see everything that Chalk Couture really has to offer. You don't have to go all across there.
Me too.
I know. I know you did. Me too. I'm just trying to keep it from blotching. Okay, now take a look all around. What about right here, baby? It kind of looks like, yeah, there you go. With the ink though, I will say it does allow you to see any area that you may have missed a little bit with the thin lines and such. So I would say do a little bit right there. Spread it real good and thin out of that. You know, just like squeegee it out, baby. Like you, yep, like you've been doing. What do you think? You think we're good? Yes. Okay, put that in there. I do just want to look at it real quick to make sure. You do have to be careful too. I'm going to give you, we do get it on our hands more for some reason with the ink. I'm not sure why, but I am a little more messier with the ink than I am the chalk. That is for sure. But it cleans right off, no big deal. And I even got it on the shirt earlier and was able to actually take the wet wipe and get it right off. So I think we're ready. Here, I'm gonna help you. Just, are you going from the bottom up? And let's just pull it together. Ready? That way. Hold down the shirt. Oh man, that looks good. Heck yeah. We got this.
It's a little off right there.
Yeah, but it looks good, you know? I think it looks good. Because you did it. All right. And you guys, it looks good because he did it. Yeah. Where's the hanger? Right here? Was this your hanger? Oh, that's okay. I'll just get this one. All right. So I'm going to put it on, I'm going to take it, take this ink mat out of here and put it on this hanger. So what you would want to do, and this is what we are going to do, we are going to keep it on this hanger. We're going to pick it up, take the ink mat off, put it on the hanger so that the front and the back is not laying, or so that the front's not laying flat on the back. And we're just going to hang this up to dry. And once it dries, we're going to use our heat press, our Cricut heat press here. And then we're going to set the temperature to 305 degrees for 30 seconds. And you just press it, and that heat press will actually seal the ink onto the shirt to make it permanent. That's actually what makes it permanent, is the heat press makes it permanent. So that's actually how t-shirts are made. Isn't that awesome? This is awesome. So he's actually whispering to me that we forgot to put the actual words "That Tractor Life" on it. So we're gonna probably take this off the hanger, put it back on the mat if he decides he really does want the words on it, and we'll let him put the words on. If not, and if we do that, then I'll take another picture and give you a final look-see, and so that you can see exactly what it looks like. But I think it looks awesome, just like it is. So he may decide to just leave it like this. Either way, we'll take some pictures. Y'all, I'm so sorry that I was late getting on. We took the boys out to eat and just kind of ran over. But I do appreciate all of you getting on. I know I haven't been able to look at your any comments that you may have made, or to even acknowledge who actually has even joined us tonight. I just really wanted to focus with them and just have a little bit of fun with them. Tutu grandson fun. So anyways, thanks again for joining. We appreciate it. Y'all have a great night. I may be on tomorrow, I'll give you a heads up later on tomorrow afternoon. Thanks again, guys. See y'all later. Have a good night.